All right, boom. 18th, May 19th, King of the Dot is back in Oakland. What was the last Bay event? Was it
From King of the Dot?
Yeah,
Battle of the Bay 7.
7. What event was that?
RUM NITTY versus Latize, Mr. Fab versus Arsenal,
Oh,
Head Ice versus Caustic,
that event.
B Magic versus Pass, that never happened, and Thesaurus versus RIP Bender.
Damn, that's right.
Yeah.
And that happened at the Golden Gate or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Like, the
Exactly.
next day.
Yeah, that was the only battle that went down, not at the event, because Pass versus Magic and Bender versus Thesaurus didn't happen at the event because the event ran too long and the venue was double booked. So they just kicked us out. So
That's right. That's right.
Sucks.
Yep. So KOTD back in Oakland. The card is crazy. Obviously, if you don't have the pay-per-view, as you can see on screen, get it at rideordie.com/Illmac PPV. And I actually get half of every sale on there. So you're basically adopting me.
And you're not going to pay any more. It's the same price.
Yeah,
so it's not like it's
same
going to cost you more to purchase it through this link. All it does is put money in Illmac's pocket. So
Right.
it's kind of a win-win for everybody across the board. So
And
support
also
this.
the price goes up the day of the event. So, if you start seeing the quotes online and want to cop it, I think it'll be like $10 more, like $40 or something. And then, but also if you're tuning in and this event has already happened, the pay-per-view, the video on demand, you can watch it back for like 2 weeks or whatever if you cop the pay-per-view. So it's not too late.
Hell yeah. It's going to be great. King of the Dot, TOWN BIDNESS. This card is crazy. This is the first 2-day card in Oakland since MOB. So that's pretty significant. Both Battle of the Bay 6 and 7. Well, 6 was a 2-day card, but it wasn't really a 2-day card. It was a ground zero and then a main day. Right. This is not that case. This is 2 main day cards.
Right.
So I'm excited for that.
6 is where...
6 was where you battled Big K.
Big K. Okay.
Yep.
RUM NITTY,
And
Danny Myers.
RUM NITTY, Danny. Yep. Diz, Averb. Who else was on the card that was on that one? Past
Is that
DNA.
Chilla Head Ice?
No.
Or Chilla Daylight?
Chilla versus Dead Man. And then Head Ice, Daylight.
Daylight. Okay, yeah,
Yep.
that's right. I knew them 3 were on there.
Yep, this card is going to be fucking incredible. Salute to King of the Dot for putting it together. Salute to J Pro, Organic, Kingfly, everybody over there doing good shit. Lush 1. It's going to be amazing. I'm super excited about this card. More excited than I have been in a while for a King of the Dot card to be just super honest.
This card is super fire. Even the day one, we got on the screen right now, you got Active versus Oops.
Clash of styles, they both, they're not really from different walks of life, but they definitely are like pursuing different paths, I would say, and their art form is related in that. So I think it's going to be definitely a huge clash of ideologies and styles.
What is Oops' like official title?
I don't know. He works in politics.
Like a congressman or
he's
something.
A congressman, but I don't want to say it because I don't want to say it wrong.
Right, yeah.
But he's
in politics.
He's in politics, and he's a big member of the community out there in St. Louis.
Yeah.
So he's doing great things. He actually has a documentary coming out about him.
Was it called like St. Louis Superman?
Yeah. Yeah, they refer to him as St. Louis Superman. So he's doing great things in the community. And, Active is from Grape Street, so it's like they're kind of like in different walks of life per se, kind of. So it's going to be interesting to see how they go head-to-head. Active just had a great performance in A-Hat. I forgot his opponent's name, but he did fucking phenomenal in his battle.
That was the event where Diz battled Cali Smooth. Yeah,
yep.
I seen clips, but I didn't watch the whole battle yet.
Yeah, that battle's crazy. And Oops.
Yeah, I seen clips and Active was going crazy for sure.
Yeah. He said one thing in particular that was just fucking nuts. And then Oops has been killing it for a minute. Hasn't been on King of the Dot in a while, but he killed it against
Craig Lamar
on RBE. Mm-hmm. And I want to say...
Yeah, that was a great... I thought it was low-key... It was my favorite performance of the event.
Yeah.
It was my favorite performance.
And he was going against Math versus Hollow at that event. So that's saying a lot.
Yeah.
So salute to both of those guys, even though they're at the bottom of the card. That's kind of like the more interesting battle, in my opinion, on the card, because it's like a real fucking off-the-wall match.
They're going to be talking to each other.
Yeah. Next up, we got Madflex versus A-Ward. Madflex is your battle rapper's favorite battle rapper. You know, all the great writers definitely honor his pen. He's also an underrated performer, too. I know a lot of people don't really, like, harp on how good of a performer he is, but I think there's something to it where we always say that he makes the audience follow to his punchline,
right?
And you have to perform to get that across.
Yeah, 100%. If you watch like him versus Shocks, like that's a pretty good sized room, and he's controlling it so comfortably and just shutting the room down, but still maintains that signature like Madflex sort of calm and control. You know, a lot of people associate just great performance with like being loud or hella energetic or, you know what I mean, choreographing all your gun movements, you know what I mean? But he is a really good performer in that way. He just has his own style, which brings us to A-Ward, who I think, you know, if you're saying that, if we're saying that Madflex, you almost have to follow him for the punch or whatever, one of A-Ward's strengths, I think, is his performance in the way of like it's there, you got it, you know what I mean? He paces really well, he's really loud, he performs, and he's high energy, and you're not, you know, like, wait, what was that, or like I didn't care, like he delivers you the punch on the silver platter. So that's where I feel like they differ style wise, to where, you know, Madflex can be a little more dense, and maybe more camera friendly, you know what I mean? Whereas like A-Ward's gonna go in there, he's gonna get his pops, you know. So it's gonna be interesting to see how that balances out in whose favor, you know. I could totally see it potentially being a thing of like in the room it looked this way, and then A-Ward, and then on camera being like, oh, like Madflex, you know. But and that isn't to say Madflex is lacking in performance or A-Ward's lacking in writing. I think just their different strengths kind of offset in that way.
For sure. I totally agree. And Madflex has had countless performances that I like don't really appreciate until I watch it back. You know, then I'm like, damn, this is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
That's
really
gonna be fire. Pass versus Ill Will. Pass, you know, Oakland native. He's had his best performances in Oakland or the Bay. You know, he arguably beat Hollow at Battle of the Bay 5, and he did amazing against Arsenal. That's like one of my favorite performances of his. He bodied DNA in Oakland at Battle of the Bay 6.
That was ugly, yeah.
So, I mean, salute to DNA, but DNA didn't really try. But Pass did amazing in that battle, so he's always done incredible on any card that's in the Bay Area. And Ill Will is fucking probably the most criminally underrated battle rapper out there right now. I feel like every single match he rises to the occasion. He has every attribute of a good battle rapper, really good. He's like funny as fuck.
He's charismatic, funny.
Aggressive though. And authentic. Like when he says he's gonna punch you, he's huge. You're like, okay, you're gonna punch me. He's also from Pontiac, so it's like his street authenticity is there as well. So it's like he has every attribute. He can freestyle too.
Yeah,
so
he can freestyle. He seems likable too. He seems comfortable on stage. And he can do it all. And he can write. He punches, you know what I mean? But he's not afraid to roast you or take an angle. And he's always direct too with all his opponents.
Yeah, and he doesn't slack when a lot of people might take battles that people think are just for a paycheck. Like he battled Scotty in Atlanta on RBE, and he did really fucking good in that battle. You know, Scotty's like not really a huge name yet, but you know, he didn't slack against Scotty. So I definitely think he's not going to slack against Pass at all, because he knows how good Pass is, period, and also that it's in fucking Oakland. So this match is going to be absolutely amazing.
Get him ESO, yep. Then we got BIGG K versus RUM NITTY. I'm personally really hyped on this one, man.
Yeah, it's a
Like,
crazy
this is
battle.
something that should have been happened, I feel like, for a couple years, you know?
Yeah, I actually tried to book it.
For the bunker.
Yeah, well, before the bunker was a thing, I was like, oh, I'm just going to do like some small studio battles. And I was like, I'll just rent a studio and just do a battle there. And my first matchup idea was Big K, Rum Nitty. And I actually hit up Big K, and he was down. Rum, I forgot why he couldn't do it. I think it was like when he was starting his URL contract or something. So there's just like some conflict of interest there. But this battle's amazing. I've been wanting to see it for fucking like 4 years now. So
Right. Yeah. Both obviously the punching, like Nitty he's been, putting numbers on the board in punching, but I think he's also just been adding more and more tools to his kit. Like his performance is more solid than it's ever been. His performance at Resolution was crazy against T-Top. Yeah, which also had a great third round. But yeah, like his material, man. I'm like, this fool is just an alien, you know. Like he's the hardest puncher to me in the game, and we know that that's a strength of K's. K also has that like every battle where he does that like cadence switch up where it's crazy on some rap shit. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be interesting to see both how their punching styles complement each other, and then also those other aspects like Nitty's performance, K's ability to roast or drill at an angle, and then his switch up his flow. That's gonna be a clash. I'm really hoping for a top-notch K. You know what I mean?
yeah, I mean, this is also a battle. There's like those battles that come around every now and then that I'm like, I don't really care who wins.
Right.
I just want to see it because I don't give a fuck. Like I like both these people a lot. Rum and Torque was one of those battles. I'm like, I don't really care, but it's dope. I know Torque is gonna have a dope round. Same with K. I know K is gonna come with fucking one round that's crazy. Rum's gonna do the same.
I just want to see them both grab each other's back of the head and just punch each other in the face the whole fucking battle.
That old kid's toy, the fucking Rock'em Sock'em or whatever. That's what it's gonna be. But yeah, that battle's gonna be absolutely insane. And then next up before the main event, or this could be considered the main event. These are all fucking goddamn main events.
Yeah,
Jesus
for
Christ.
sure.
But Geechi Gotti versus Head Ice.
Woo.
Yeah, it's gonna be fucking nuts. Geechi Gotti's return to King of the Dot.
It's time limit, right?
What do you mean?
There's time limits on these rounds, right? I'm pretty sure.
Oh, on Geechi?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Geechi Head Ice.
Yeah,
It'd be interesting to see that would be. It's probably like 2. I feel like most of the battles are around 2, 3.
Think so? Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. That is interesting though. I don't know. Maybe I would assume maybe it's closer to 3, but maybe I'm tripping.
Either way, like what we seen in the title match with Chilla and Head Ice is, I think it works in Ice's favor a little bit to have not favor over Gotti necessarily, but in his favor to have times like I think that was one of the kind of fallbacks in the title was him going too long.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where it's like kind of trailed off and, almost lost interest. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But this matchup's really interesting, and it's something where before it was announced, I didn't know that I wanted to see. I didn't think of this, but yes, this totally makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, for real. Geechi's first battle back on King of the Dot since Saint, his breakout performance at the bunker. Head Ice's first battle off the chain. It's going to be fucking amazing. Both these guys share similar authentic vibes where they're just authentic without even opening their mouths.
And Ice, coming off that loss has something, after losing the chain to Chilla. It's like taking an L's one thing, but like, because it's arguable, but when it's judged and you lost the chain to Chill, it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I think we're gonna get a hungry Ice. You know what I mean? A home fries Ice, but LSC in the building.
Yeah, a big K Head Ice. I think that's what we should expect from this battle.
Yeah.
So, and I don't think Geechi's slacking either. I mean, like, I think Geechi's probably one of the best, if not the best battle rapper, period, out right now. So it's like, you can never count him out.
Mm-hmm.
His work ethic and how quickly he can like write amazing classic material and memorize stuff is fucking like absolutely crazy. And he arguably hasn't lost. which is fucking insane. This fool's battled Arsenal, Chess in the past like 6 months, and those are like fan favorites, and he's arguably won those. Beat Nitty on my roof.
That battle was amazing.
Yeah, that was crazy.
A slugfest.
Yeah. So
good.
It's gonna be an uphill battle for Ice, but I think it's gonna be again one of those battles that I just want to see, and I'll be happy.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, for sure.
And then Illmac versus B motherfucking Magic.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Let's go.
Yeah, we just dropped the trailer for that on the channel. But yeah, this like we said, it's something that we tried to make happen in the past, you know.
Yeah.
So and then there's been random times in the last couple of years where he's tweeted like, "What's up? Like, let's get it popping. Let's do this battle," you know, and it just never quite lines up.
Yeah.
So it's definitely makes sense on this card, you know what I mean, going with the magnitude of this event to have this on there.
Plus, Magic always does really well on King of the Dot. If you look at all of his battles on King of the Dot, they're like practically his best battles. Him versus Iron, killed it.
Yeah.
Him versus Nitty, arguably beat Nitty 3-0. Watched them and fucking watched it the other night.
That battle is crazy.
Yeah, and then him versus Ines. Those are his 3 battles in King of the Dot, and he does amazing in every single one. Like, really fucking good. So when he's motivated for an opponent, which he obviously is against you because he's wanted to battle you forever.
Yeah, it's supposed to been tweeting recently, like, remember, like, I got some shit to say. Like, I called him out. Remember,
Yeah.
I wanted him, so I'm like, okay.
Let's go.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's fucking amazing to hear, especially because, you know, I feel like a lot of the complaints has been, like, his last performances have been a little lacking, seemed a little phoned in. So he can't do that against you.
No.
So.
Yeah, man. It's when people lose weight, bro, they just they just get.
Has it worked the opposite ever? Like when people get fatter, you're like, yeah, lose some weight. You suck now.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
man. I think just that like toxicity and just extra shit creates like a certain negativity that you just
totally
is innate to great performances. You know.
That's funny. That's super hilarious.
But yeah, so definitely make sure pay-per-view if you get it on the link that's on the screen. It'll also be in the description. Sponsor a battle rapper. Brings us to day 2.
Alrighty.
Another crazy card.
Do you want to start at the bottom, start at the top?
Yeah. Let's start at the bottom. Let's go. Ron Compton and So Severe.
Shout out Ron Compton, Mafia. Great battle rapper, great producer, and also a great videographer too. He's a fucking renaissance man. To be honest, I'm not really familiar with So Severe.
Same.
I peeped one of his battles when I was editing the trailer, and he's cool. He's dope. So I think this is going to be a good battle. I know that Ron Compton's going to take this hella serious because he just lost the Shots Fired title belt to Sabanak the Bear. So I know he's hungry. Shout out Shots Fired. And yeah, I'm looking forward to these guys kind of like, you know, taking this opportunity to stand out on a big card.
Yeah, for real. Was Ron Compton at the bunk, dude? He performed?
He battled Yak the Ripper at the bunker.
That's right. That's right. Fire, yeah. I'm in the same boat. I'm hyped to see Ron Compton step it up be amongst these matchups at this event. And, you know, I haven't seen So Severe, so it's going to be an interesting one off that, starting with a clean slate.
Alrighty, next one, Saint
and
versus Gray Fox.
Mm.
Saint's big battle after Geechi, after Eddie I. He battled Eddie I last on World Dom 7.
Right. So he's battled Geechi at the bunker.
Yep.
Then Eddie I at World Dom.
Yep.
Same event about Solomon, Disaster, Oxymoron.
Yep.
Tight. Yeah, so Saint, I would I was going back and forth as the card was coming together with different people, you know, almost trying to get people, yo, you should match up, you should battle. I was like telling like Fredo, like, yo, battle Saint, bro, that'd be sick, you know.
Saint's amazing.
Yeah, but I'm hyped because I've also watched some Gray Fox battles in the past. I think Madflex put me on to him. Yep. And he's good, man. He's good. And Saint, crazy performer. I think that's an edge he might have on that as far as just his energy and performance game is really solid. But Gray Fox is funny. He punches. Mm-hmm. So I think it's a really good undercard battle, man.
kind of sort of similar to Madflex A-Word, but I think Saint's writing is really fucking unorthodox. Like,
Yeah.
it's not like A-Word where it's like kind of like you're used to it. You're like expecting, you're like, okay, this is the battle rap that I watch all the time. Saint is kind of like all off the wall and crazy. So when he says something that like is super awesome, it like hits that much harder.
Yep.
But Gray Fox is really good with the pen, like a super good writer. So that's gonna be a dope fucking battle. Gray Fox is also from the Bay. Saints from LA, so that's gonna be a cool West versus West battle. And I'm not sure if So Severe. I don't know where he's from. I think he is from like the West Coast, but yeah, there's like very few West versus West battles on this card, so I gotta like highlight them when I can.
Yeah. Bonnie Godiva versus RX.
Bonnie Godiva versus RX. Bonnie Godiva just battled QB Black Diamond at the closure event. Arguably, she lost pretty clear, but arguably 2-1 or 3-0. I think she has something to prove now after that, because that was kind of like shaking off the ring rust of being called out for the whole writers thing, the ghostwriting shit, which she got kind of like scapegoated for, because like fucking we all kind of do that shit. But
whoa, chill, bro.
Everybody fucking asked for advice from everybody. She was just doing a little bit more liberal, I feel.
Yeah, I missed that whole.
You don't remember?
Yeah.
I mean, it was pretty damning. She like took bars from like some like web battling shit, like, and kind of like the setups too. Like, didn't really alter it or anything like that.
Oh, like took material from a text battle.
Yeah, like tons of, like a lot of text battles, and it came out. But I mean, like, we all knew that that group is like kind of helping each other with shit. So that's where it's like it gets murky for me, because I'm like, if you're in like a battle rap crew, you guys are all fucking helping each other out.
Yeah.
Asking for opinions, you know.
But did she take it from someone she knew, or was this just random?
Yeah, it was
That's
random.
a little different.
Yeah, I agree.
Know?
Yeah, I mean, I think she deserves some scorn and like some, definitely some like, I don't know, some smear on her name. But I like it got to the point where it's like, I don't want to ever see her battle again. And it was like, she's talented and she's good, so like I don't know.
Let's see what she does. Let's see what she does.
RX though,
anyone can, you know, it's so we're so quick to cancel people off. But let's give people shots at redemption, redeeming themselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree with that. RX, this is her first time on King of the Dot. She's from Compton. She just went on Queen of the Ring. She had a great battle on there. She's been on Watch before. She's fucking really nice woman. She's a great fucking rapper. This is going to be an incredible battle. I want to think if you guys have seen any battles of hers that I could like suggest. But I don't know. One of her battles just dropped on Queen of the Ring, and it's like a big battle, so go check that.
Yeah, I don't know if I've seen a battle of hers or not. I'm going to have to check it out. Do a little homework before the event.
So that's going to be dope. That's like RX's kind of big shot, because Bonnie is like a big name. And it's fucking tight to have a woman versus woman battle on King of the Dot. I think that's hella tight.
It's real dope. It's better than the like awkward, like, you know, Sharon versus Bonnie Godiva or like Disaster.
Yeah.
But, you know what I mean? Like, let's see.
Like,
all right, we know what we're going to get.
Yeah,
like,
totally.
Yeah, man.
Way to go.
So this is tight for sure. I'm looking forward to that. I'll actually be able to enjoy it since I'll be battling the first day.
Oh, word. Hell yeah. Next up, Reverse Live versus Bobby Lee.
Bobby Lee's another person I feel like I'm out the loop. I haven't seen Bobby Lee.
He
aside from the comedian, you know what I'm saying? Tiger Belly or whatever podcast.
Well, he's like a polarizing guy. He's like pretty vocal in the internet forums on Facebook, on like the Facebook groups. To be honest, I'm not really that familiar with his battles. I only kind of know him from on Facebook.
Got you. Well, then he's gonna kill Reverse.
Yeah, obviously. But you know, like, it means something that he got this battle, so somebody out there deemed him worthy of battling Reverse. Reverse Live is the most slept on battle rapper fucking period. There's nobody more slept on than Reverse Live. Like, this fool he beat Disaster in grind time, in my opinion. And ever since then, it's like almost like he's never got a look. He like battled Pete, battled Thesaurus. That was a great fucking battle. Battled J Dose in the bunker. He battled. Did he battle somebody else in the bunker too? Or was that
That was at Bots, or that was at a San Jose event, right?
Bots against Thesaurus.
Yeah.
He won the Rumble, the first counterproductive Rumble. But I think he's just hella slept on, man.
Yo, you ever like use Airbnb? So like there's the Instabook option where like if you're a host you can like have it enabled where you know, if someone comes in and your shit's available, they can automatically book it. Like you don't have to approve it. Yeah. That's reverse. Like there's no like, nah, I'm kind of holding out for, you know, it's just like, all right, auto Instabook, and he's like on the card. You know what I mean?
Maybe that's true, but I think he's great, and I think like
no, that's not. It isn't meant to be a diss as much as like. He's just down for whatever play. Let's get it. You know what I mean? Reverse is that guy. That's my boy. I'm not dissing, but it's kind of real, you know.
And then next up on the card, Frack versus Excel. It's gonna be dope. Frack hasn't battled since he battled Bricks Belvedere at World Dom 7, and that was like called the best Ground Zero battle of that year. And Excel has battled a lot recently. He's a killer, man. He's got a great work ethic. He battled Madflex at Mass 4. That was a fucking incredible battle. So this battle's gonna be crazy, man.
This is like I would, without seeing like if I hadn't seen Bricks versus Frack, or like been more you know, in tune with Frack, I would say this is kind of awkward. You know what I mean? Like. The kind of funny, like, you know, angle-driven, goofy, like, you know, little unassuming Frack, and then Excel, a little bit more serious and, you know, content-driven and everything. I would say it's, like, kind of weird. But seeing, like, Bricks and him and how well it worked, and I'm actually thinking this is going to be a really good battle, you know. I think that, I think they'll both pull each other towards each other's style and kind of diversify their own material in that way a little bit. I feel like XL will have to be a little, you know, make light of the situation a little bit, you know, not to say it's just going to be, you know, come out jokes, or, but then Frack too has to touch on, you know, I feel like it'll kind of bring them to the middle a little bit more, and it'll make for a real interesting clash in that way of we'll see a different version of each of them that we haven't seen.
That's a really good point. That's a good point. I don't think I thought of it that way, but I definitely see that happening. That's really true. And then next up is a West versus West battle, Thesaurus versus Caustic. And a lot of people have been like, I thought this happened already, but there's a lot of West Coast events that are like people in the West that haven't battled each other. It's not really like the East Coast is like that too, though, man. There's a lot of people out there that haven't battled each other that like would be great, you know. It's like fucking Mook and Rex, like, you know, I know they're like part of the same fucking team, but still, like, there's a lot of shit like that.
Right.
But Thesaurus and Caustic are both legends out here in the West Coast. It's fucking awesome to see them go head to head, because every now and then it is dope to see just like two guys duke it out, you know, even if they're friends.
Yeah, and I don't think it's going to be a situation where Caustic goes in there and exposes like he's been cheating on this poker site for 12 years, and here's the proof. Like, it's not good. I don't think it's going to be that, you know. I think they're going to have to go in there, bar out, roast each other. Yeah. You know, they'll still say some mean shit, but it'll be which I think is actually good. I mean, like, fucking Caustic versus Bobby. Like, Caustic was great. He's hilarious. He was you know, throwing bars, and that fool was like, I know for a fact he was like writing I was in the room and he's like writing his third like the day of, or like the morning of, like 3-4 in the morning, like all right, like I got this for my third. I'm like, you're
him
fucking
and Pete
crazy.
are both good at that, so maybe they should like have some agreement, like we both will not
they'll
write our
both
thirds.
be in there writing their thirds during the other person's rounds. Like,
that's the best. You have to write during the battle. That's incredible. But yeah, I'm excited for that battle too. I guess there's not really much more to say about that. And then we get to the fucking main event. Disaster versus Danny Myers. It was originally going to go down on Shots Fired Mount Olympus, and shout out to Shots Fired. They pushed the battle onto this card and made it a 3-round battle, with the third being unlimited.
So this might be a 3-day event.
Exactly.
This might end up being a 3-day event.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, this is going to be a real high energy battle. You know, I think everyone knows that. That's the obvious thing off top. Like, who can yell louder? You know what I mean? But that being said, while they have a lot of similarities in energy, you know, in that aspect of performance, their styles are vastly different in the way that Diz, you know, will set up a long theme and execute on the same intricate rhyme scheme for fucking, you know, 3 minutes straight plus, you know? And where Danny's much more 2-bar, boom, next rhyme, 2-bar, boom, and it's all just punches, you know what I mean? 2 to 4 bars max, boom, moving on, you know, a lot of, and just a bunch of, I wouldn't even say jabs because they're heavy hitting punches, you know? But it's just like set up, boom, whereas Diz can illustrate an entire idea and really, you know, just make you think like, damn, he's still on this rhyme scheme and on this theme and going in. But the way he's not up there just rambling rhymes, you know, it's real. His writing is really layered in how he can assassinate your character in rhyme form with not a single word being forced or out of place, you know, which is a skill that I think is underrated. In the current landscape, you know, everyone just, he's just up there saying multis. Like, bro, are you listening to this shit? Like, it takes a lot, just as much, if not more, I think, skill to be able to execute an idea and an angle than it is to come up with a punchline about someone's name. You know what I mean? Like a double entendre about fucking dish detergent. You know what I mean? Like, so I think I see both of their strengths really working for them. Man, I don't know. What do you envision in this battle? Because it's both LSC too. Let's not forget that. Yeah, it's both LSC.
Yeah, it's gonna be a crazy fucking battle, man. I mean, the face-off just dropped on King of the Dot, so you can see even the energy in the face-off.
Yeah,
They're,
I want to
yelling
watch
and
that.
Screaming at each other. Yeah, it's gonna be a very physical battle. It's gonna be very loud. It's gonna be very long, but it's gonna be epic as fuck.
Yeah,
like
I think so.
That's all. The only way I can describe it. This battle is gonna be epic, and I can see really no true way this couldn't be a great battle and possibly a classic battle too.
I think so too. Yeah.
There's a lot riding on the line.
I think it'll be polarizing. Like Diz by himself is a polarizing figure, and you know Danny's style being such, you know, quick, boom, knock him down. I could easily see, you know, people hating on Disaster, and then the other way of people being like, this is the most amazing shit ever, and hating on Diz's shit. I think it's gonna be pretty polarizing. Of like, Danny 3-0, what are you kidding? Diz 3-0, like you know, like so. And there's a small, I think, common Venn diagram space of people who will be able to appreciate, you know, both sides. I'm not saying there isn't, but I think it's going to be a great battle.
Yeah, I envision this being a fucking incredible battle. Both of these fucking days are absolutely out of this world, guys. This pay-per-view is $30 for 2 fucking days of amazing battles. Salute to King of the Dot.
Yes.
Get your pay-per-view, rideordie.com/Illmac PPV.
Yeah. Price goes up the day of the battle, so make sure to grab it now or when your check clears on Friday before Saturday. And then again, even if this is after the event and you're watching this, you know, you can still get that video on demand and watch it before all the battles come out. Because you know it's going to be months till your favorite matchup on the card comes out anyway.
Exactly. But yeah, guys, thanks for tuning in. This is a little like talk about town business from Illmac. Be sure to subscribe, hit the like button, like this video, all this shit. Go to patreon.com/IllmacTV for more content.
I'm going to be putting out some music exclusive to Patreon. I have it, I just haven't got the artwork. I've been caught up in my battle bubble with Magic, but it's already mixed, and I'm gonna put out like a 6-song EP or something on Patreon only. Not even gonna put it out for the public. So if you are on Patreon, know I've been inactive. I'm gonna be right back, and I'm gonna give you some extra special content. Appreciate you guys.
Hell yeah, guys. All right, see y'all later.